Hey, it's May 2011 and welcome to your monthly news show, Supercar Spin.
In this month's show, Porsche bolts on some more power to the Panamera.
BMW's M5 official new photos are released.
The E63 also gets some more power like the Panamera.
And Scion, the US division of Toyota, released a hot little sports car called the FRS. Hey, welcome to the show. My name is Mark.
And I'm Brendan.
And this is the show where we sift through the masses of press releases from the automobile world and bring you just the most interesting ones around sports cars and supercars.
And what have we been up to this month?
We are in the Outback. Look at this. It's a little bit green because we've had a lot of rain, but we are in the middle of nowhere, aren't we?
Literally, yeah. We are miles away from anything.
And why are we here?
We have some cars on a road trip.
Yeah, first of all, we have the purple one over here, which is a Ford FPV GTP. FPV GTP.
That's right.
Top of the range car from Ford Australia. It's
that's right.
Got a supercharged V8. What do we think of that?
Love the engine and that's it.
Yeah, but it
basically
really
it boils down to that.
doesn't drive very well at all, does it?
No, the fit and finish is not very good, and I mean its direct rival, which is the yellow car behind us, the HSV GTS.
Yep.
That car is significantly better in every way than the Ford.
We didn't like it when we first got in it, did we? We didn't want to like it just because the way it looks is a bit too over the top and
I even like the styling now, so yeah, I love that car.
This car has really grown on us over the last 2 days, it's safe to say, yeah?
Yeah, that's right.
And the last car?
We have some German brute, the C63 AMG Mercedes.
Now, this is a seriously expensive but seriously good car as well, isn't
Nearly
it?
twice the price than the other two cars, but it is worth it. It is 481 horsepower, limited slip diff, amazing quality, amazing everything. I really can't fault that car.
Do you mention this one's got the performance pack as well, so it's got even more power?
Well, yeah, sorry, it's got 481, its standard's 451, so an extra 30 horse, which it handles very well.
So anyway, on to the news for this month.
First bit of news is from Porsche. The Panamera Turbo S has been released and I love this car.
What, do you like the looks of it?
I really like this car in every way.
It's just ugly on the rear. It's like having a woman with a beautiful face and an ugly ass. What's going on there?
Well, you have an accent, so...
What's that got to do with it? Let's get on with the news. Come on, what's new about this car?
horsepower. This car's got 550 horsepower. 0 to 100, 3.6. That car does it in 4.3. This bigger car does it in 3.6. That is amazing.
To get 4 people to that speed in that amount of time is just an amazing piece of engineering, isn't it?
The interior is beautiful. Price is what I don't like in Australia. It's 440,000.
Yeah.
A lot of money.
Yeah. So what else is different from the
standard Panamera Turbo? It has the Sports Chrono Pack, which has an overboost function.
Oh, okay, yep.
So if 750 Newton meters wasn't enough, how about 800?
Yep. So you also get all the lap timer and all that stuff.
All that stuff.
Yeah. Okay.
So it really is a very versatile car.
It's pretty. The values are $173,000 in the US, so it's not too bad for the US viewers there.
Yeah, I love this car.
Range topping turbo, excellent.
Delivery is beginning October, so.
Okay.
Can't wait to see him out on the road.
Yeah. Some news from BMW, the M5. We've seen a few teaser photos of the M5 over the last few months and we've talked about it, but the official photos have been released now. What do you think of the look of it?
I like everything except the wheels.
Oh, okay.
I don't think the wheels have enough, I just don't like them, I guess.
It looks like BMW have basically put the M3 into a giant photocopier and pressed the enlarge button, doesn't it?
That's right, it's just a scaled up version, isn't it?
Yeah, it does look really good though. So
it is an awesome car, yeah.
It's got the rear tailpipes on the double twin tailpipes on the back like in every M car. So it's definitely got those M look around it. Official power figures haven't been released yet, but it's looking like it's going to be around a 577 horsepower, which is 430 kilowatt mark.
That is a lot.
Yeah, a lot of power. It gets that power from not a V10 like the old M5, but it's going to be a twin turbo V8. So that's what's all on the grapevine at the moment.
So they're all going down the twin turbo route, aren't they?
Yeah, BMW used to say that they're never going to put turbos on their M cars. They're going to be high revving, naturally aspirated. But with emissions in the Euro emissions rulings, they've got to go down that route.
Whoever thought Aston would have had a little mini city car?
Yeah, the Signet. The M3 sprints to 104.7 seconds, but this M5 is going to be sprinting to 100, probably close 4 seconds, isn't it?
It would have to, with that amount of power and
Yeah.
technology, I reckon it might get in the 3s.
So it's going to be the ultimate quick way to get to a business meeting,
Yeah.
if you can't afford a Panamera S, of course.
Yes.
So yeah, likely to be released at the Frankfurt Motor Show in September.
So still a bit of a wait.
Yeah, can't wait for this.
Next bit of news is Mercedes.
You mean Mercedes?
Mercedes.
Oh,
The
okay.
E63 AMG has been freshly updated. They've basically bolted 2 twin turbos on the side of it.
So that would be the rival to the M5 we just talked about, yeah?
That's right, and the father of the car behind
So
us.
the big version of this.
That's right, the more
Okay.
luxurious version.
So what's it got in under the bonnet?
5.5 twin turbo, 518 horsepower.
So it's twin turbo, just like the BMW.
Yeah, that's
So
right.
they're all, so the Germans are all going turbo then, definitely. It
That's
really
right.
is the way they're going. Yep.
Same thing with the car behind us. You can opt for the performance pack, which will
Sure.
up the power to 550 horsepower.
So serious power, yeah.
Serious power, but it's probably got a bit more weight. Because the performance, 4.3 to 100 only.
So that's the same as this.
Same as this. So with the
Only, I like the way you
performance
say
pack-
only, because that's amazing
You
speed.
get a bit spoiled with speed.
Yeah.
But yeah, so 4.3 with the standard car. I'm assuming it'll probably shave it to 4 seconds with the performance
Okay,
pack.
but that's impressive because it's a heavier car than this.
That's
isn't it?
right. So it would
Yeah.
ride a lot better and it'll be more sort of luxurious.
Yeah, so we'll see how that racks up against the new M5's performance, yeah?
Yeah. They've even managed to make it more efficient. 22%.
Okay. Well, that'll keep the Green Party pretty happy. How have they managed to do that?
Stop-start technology. So
Oh, okay, yep.
yeah. So I guess it's only more efficient in the city. Because if you're out on the barreling down the highways, you're still
Yeah, that's true. Yeah.
you're not stopping much.
Yeah. Okay, well, that's pretty interesting. Be interesting to see how that reviews against the M5 when it comes out. Okay, news from Scion, which is actually Toyota in the US. They've released a concept called the FRS. It's a joint venture from Toyota and Subaru. They shared like engine and components and stuff between for the design of this car. So with the Scion version, which will be sold in the US, they've got a new body shell and it looks really good. Look at these photos. It does look really, really good. It looks kind of a bit like a cross between a Ferrari California and a kind of the new Lotus models that have been released. It's got some
I'm
nice,
still confused. I
nice
never
shapes.
knew Toyota was called Scion overseas.
Yeah, Scion, I think it's the, our US watchers will know, but I believe it's
Okay.
Toyota in the US as in some of their sporty
Okay.
models. Yeah, so it's called the Scion FRS. FRS stands for Front Engine Rear Wheel Drive Sports Car, FRS. It's going to have the 2-litre Boxster engine from the Subaru kind of side of the bargain. Choice of 6-speed manual or auto, and the wheels, look at the wheels on this thing, it's a massive 20 inches, and they pack carbon ceramics as well, and this is going to be a kind of mid-level price sports car, so to have carbon ceramics on a mid-level sports car will be pretty much a first.
It's pretty impressive looking actually. Is this the car we drove in GT5?
Yes,
The
but this will
concept
be with a different body shell, correct, with
Oh,
our
okay.
GT5 Endurance Challenge.
Yeah, that's right.
So what's interesting about this car, if it's got like the fundamentals of say an Impreza underneath, like a WRX, but it's a beautiful body and it's lighter because
And
it's rear-wheel drive, this could turn out to be a really good mid-level
car.
sports car.
Yeah, no, I really can't wait to see this thing.
Yeah.
Now it's time for some modified exotic news.
Well, let's cross back to the studio and see what Courtney's got for us.
Thanks, guys. I hope you're having fun in the Outback while I'm here doing serious work. Now, this is the good, the bad, and the ugly. If you're into modified exotics, then you would have heard of ABT, MTM, Hefner, Evolution Motorsport, and Underground Racing. What's the one thing that all these tuners have in common at the moment? There's a highly modified Audi R8 sitting in each of their driveways. The Audi R8 is fast becoming what the GTR is to Japan, a tuner's hallmark car. Even with the release of the 2011 R8 GT, these tuners still seem to think that there is more power to be squeezed out of the 5.2 litre V10 engine. How are they managing to achieve this? Through big horsepower twin turbo conversions. Waving the flag for Germany is MTM. Their twin-turbo R8 offers 777 horsepower, 888 newton meters of torque. They've quoted 0 to 100 kilometers in 3 seconds flat and 0 to 300 in 19.3 seconds. This one-off edition that you're looking at on the camera here was made for Geneva. It's got a hand-polished aluminium finish. It almost looks like a spaceship. This is set at to a price of 400,000 euros. It's also got a nice kit of 8 piston brakes, front and rear, carbon fibre goodies all around the outside, and a custom leather interior. Now, should we settle for this German option? Waving the flag for the USA is Underground Racing. They're well known for their big horsepower twin turbo conversion kits on Ferraris and Lamborghinis. They're offering 4 different types for the Audi R8. The top option is 1,000 horsepower. That's just to drive around on street petrol, and if you're brave enough, put some 116 octane fuel in the tank and you will get 1,500 horsepower out of this car. This conversion kit will set you back 110,000 though. There's nothing further on handling and aerodynamic components for the car offered at Underground, but there is a 2-year warranty if you live long enough. Could this be an unspoken rivalry between Europe and the USA? Straight line power versus overall package? We'll have to see. I'll see you next month, guys. Bye.
That's all the best bits of the news for this month.
Don't forget you can subscribe to us on our YouTube channel and on iTunes for free. Just search for the word Supercar Spin.
You can also watch them in HD on those channels.
Let's hope we can find our way back from the Australian Outback. Yeah, all the way back to
right.
Sydney. 17 hours drive. Which way is it?
That way.
All right.
That's all the news anyway. I'm Brendan.
And I'm Mark. See you next month.